Okay, good afternoon, everybody. Thank you for your coming. And usually I'm showing PowerPoint to detail our system. Today, because our good friends asked me to enter into details, so I decided to show 3 small video which explain better how it works, the system. Hoping that they will let us go on. Okay, this is the system for a condo, and is a tower. Okay. Now is the car entering. If you notice, there is no driver on board, because this is one of the things for our system. Engine off, no driver on board, because nobody can enter inside the building. Only cars and eventually the maintenance people. This is a tower with 6 bay, 3 in one side and 3 on the back side, served by the platform that you have seen going up with the car on board. And the platform is done in a way that can move left and right in order to park the car, 3 cars per bay, per floor, sorry. 3 in the front and 3 on the back. And unfortunately, this car, being a condo, does not have entry and exit, but only entry and exit the same part. So you will see the car needs a rotating platform to let the car return before she leaves. Okay, this is a rotating platform. When the car is rotated, the door open, not before, because nobody can enter inside. Okay, now because the driver was not there, we have repeated the movie with another car, and in this car you can see the owner, when the car is rotating, the owner coming on board. Okay, the door open. This is the driver. Open the door. As you notice, she had the key with her. And this is another topic of our system. So the driver can take out the key of the car. And this is important because it was one of the main issue from mainly from Malaysian people. Okay, to move quickly, I will show you the second system, if I can. Okay, now I will show you a second system, which is this. This is different building, different system, but mainly is always a trolley carrying a car on board. Okay, the car is entering inside, as you can see. Then the driver come out, take a ticket, the gate close. The robot is sliding underneath the car, and take the car on board of the tower. It's not a tower, it's a crane. You will see. Now you will see the movement when is leaving. This is the crane inside. So the car is on board of the crane. The crane moves along a runway, and it can park the car in front or on the back with the same concept, because there is always one trolley moving to put the car on the bay, on the free bay. And the scope of the computer is to memorize the level where there is a free bay, and then to find a free bay on that level. Okay? Now you notice while the tower is moving, the trolley is going up and down. This is to save time, because our retrieving time is 1.7 minutes per car, so it's quite fast. Now the owner called the car back. Of course, also in this case, being an existing building, there is only entrance and exit from the same side, so they need a rotating platform to put the car ready to go out. And this is the second system. Now we will show you a different system again. Okay, we call this lift and trolley. So in this case, every floor has a slab in between. The runway is a slab. So there is a trolley, you will see later on, sliding on the corridor, carrying on board a car, and parking the car in front or on the back upon the where there is a free bay. This is a town in Italy. This is Genoa, by the way. Now you will see. This is a little bit longer, but you want to show the town busy, all the car, all the traffic. But now we start. Okay. Okay. The car is entering in existing building again. So the car can enter only when the door of the lift open. Inside the lift there are detectors to detect the height of the car, because we can build our building with different height in different floors to accommodate the normal car or the four-wheel drive or a van or something like that. This is the movement of the car. The trolley parks the car, but before going back, he retrieves another car and he returns back to the lift. This is saving time also. Okay, this is a real parking in front of a rail station in Italy, in Liguria. This parking has two entrances. You have seen the one and two entrances. Means two cars in the same time they can enter or can get out. And has been built with entrance and exit. So this facilitates a lot of the speed of the retrieving car. This is the lift who is carrying the car down to the floor where there is a free bay. The robot coming underneath of the car, issuing the ticket. In the ticket again, the number of the floor and the number of bay. Now this is the corridor, along with this moving the trolley, as you can see. And the car is parked there, okay? So the robot return back and then the trolley move back. So now the owner of the car pay to retrieve his car. The machine is reading the data from the ticket. This is the reader machine. So there is a cash to pay and one reader machine. The robot again in front of the car. Don't lose the ticket because the risk is to park a Perodua and retrieve a Ferrari. Okay, and then the car is going back to the lift. The car enters into the lift, no driver on board, of course. And the owner comes to the lift when the car is there. And then he goes out. Okay, this is the concept of our system. You have seen 3 different systems with the same, let's say, trolley and robot on board. So very flexible. You can build inside an existing building like they are doing in the mall now. They totally empty the building to redo again the slab. This can be done for a parking system like the second one you have seen. Or you build a specific building, but in this case, better if we come and meet the architect to let him to save the maximum space. Because if we build a column as usually, following a grid of 8.2 meters or something like that, sometimes for 60 centimeter different you cannot park a third or a fourth car. In our case, we can direct the architect to establish a specific grid of column for our parking, and then when he reaches the upper floor with the transfer beam, they can change the grid of the column to utilize better for the apartment, for the office. So, and the space they save, they can use it for commercial things, okay? Because I think nobody threw us out of the door, I will show you something who can give you, I don't know how, but it should be like this. No, I cancel. Okay. Okay. In this I can give you some quick information. System very flexible, space maximized, safety and security, and no pollution. No pollution because the engines are off. So in principle what you save, the fume exhausting system, the removal of access ramp, you can remove the ramp because you don't need. The car is a box in which there is a trolley, a tower, anything can carry the car. And you can remove all the lift used for the parkers because no need. Any possible washing room, because if it's 6, 7, 8 floor parking, you must give services for the people. Less inside lighting, and again in this moment we can use LED, so less lighting and we can save energy also. Then no need for the safety guard, because if you consider a traditional car park, in the night when anybody, man or lady, worst if it's lady, goes down in the basement to collect the car, is not safe. So you need to put safety guard. So this cost, in our case, you can save. And no internal finish. Firefighting system, very light system. Internal finish no need, because nobody enter inside the building, so nobody can appreciate if there is a plaster on the column or if the column are concrete or steel. Of course, if steel should be protected against the fire. And the low cost of maintenance, which is related only for the cleaning of the sensors, because everywhere there are sensors to stop the tower going up, to stop the tower running along the corridor to reach the free bay, and less space for the car movement, because there is no running way, okay? Because the space of the trolley running along the corridor is the same space of the car bay. This is a picture I took in a traditional car park. Okay, and I put it here. I badly put it here to show what happened if in a traditional car park the exhausting system is not working properly. You can see the result. Advantages: less surface for each car bay, less height of the floor to ceiling, because the normal car, as everybody knows, is 1.64. So with 1.7 we can accommodate, like the double deckers. It's not more than 1.7, okay? But we can decide for certain floor height 1.8 or 2 meters. This again depends on the cooperation with the architect, who knows, who must know an average of car, the height of the car and so on. Then is secure against the robbery, because nobody can enter. Is secure against the damages, because the car are going straight in both sides. Safety for people who must retrieve the car, because they stay outside the building to collect the car. No need for safety guards, as we said. Minimum time for parking and retrieving. So we consider an average of 1.7 minutes per car. Okay? Okay, now for energy, I had a long discussion with the gentleman there behind you who is working in this sector. It's not our job, but we consider that we can let the machine working with different energy, not only Tenaga energy. I say solar panel, but can be any other energy, because the maximum we need for each engine is 50 watts. So it's very, very small need. Okay, then we talk about the solar panel, but it's not the case. We made a kind of schematical system using a solar photovoltaic, but this, as I discussed with our friend there, it's not a necessary solar panel. There is any other source of energy. And this is what we have seen, trolley, lift and trolley. This is the tower, and this is the crane. This is a rotating platform. The rotating platform you need only if you have entrance and exit in the same site, or you can have a round building and the rotating platform accommodate 12, depends on the diameter of the tower, but for a normal size of the car, you can park 12 cars per floor. Can be in new or existing building. And the cost, we consider 16,000 ringgit per bay, but or 24,000. It depends on the size of the building, of the kind of the building, but this should be calculated building per building, because as I normally say, it's not when you go to supermarket to buy vegetable or potato. You don't multiply by kilo. This is involve a lot of things. The cost of maintenance is really very low, because with the team of skilled mechanic and skilled electrician, you can take care for one system, because the moving trolley is like an horizontal lift. So if you maintain the lift, you can maintain the trolley. Okay, this is some picture of the system we have done, and terima kasih, as we say it in Malaysia. My 19 years is just to let me learn terima kasih and salam satu Malaysia. Thank you. So yeah, my boss is telling me that we can save 50 to 70% space comparing the traditional car park. So in mechanized parking system, we can accommodate 50 to 70% more car than a traditional car park. The structure can be steel structure, can be concrete, the building can be underground, above ground, can be part underground, part it depends on the nature of the soil and the project by project. If somebody wants to ask some question.
Yeah, any question from the ground that you would like to share?
She's going to terminate my job because she said we are registered within the Green Tech directory, because the system itself has been considered as a green system. Then it depends from the electrical point of view, from the mechanical point, but is considered building material, green building material. So put it inside a green building can enhance the award of the point. Okay?